this time we have a proper news segment.
Yep.
And the first point we're touching upon is very exciting. You actually revealed this to me. I had no clue until you texted me. But you can now purchase the Steam Deck dock, the official docking station. This is exciting. We've talked about this.
And this is fresh. This is hot off the presses, man. This happened like, I almost want to say yesterday or the day before I sent this to you.
Man.
Because I sent it to you as soon as I saw it.
Yeah. They talked about delays because of the pandemic and the parts and everything like that. So it's crazy that they kind of just dropped it without an update.
Yep. And, it was originally intended for, I think, Q1 of this year, Q2. But, the fact that they're still getting it out this year before the holidays, before, the end of the year, it's awesome because it said straight away, expected delivery date 1 to 2 weeks. That's what you love to see.
That's what I was going to say, man. I mean, what a turnaround from delay to you order this, you're getting it in 1 to 2 weeks.
That's amazing. So I'm glad that they didn't play around with us, right? They kind of, when they were ready, here it is, We haven't had a lot of news other than that.
I think they knew the sooner that this got out, the better, because everybody with the deck was dying for this.
Absolutely. You and I both bought like a USB hub. I haven't really toyed around with it too much.
I didn't get one.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
Nope.
I bought a USB hub. I've tried it a little bit. I think the newest firmware update that came with this kind of announcement, it was supposedly supposed to kind of improve the docked performance because there was a little bit finicky with it, kind of when it detected keyboard inputs, the display, it really didn't seem as seamless as you would hope, at least with the USB hub that I have. But I haven't tried it since this firmware update, and they said that it was going to improve performance on all docks and hubs. And they did a lot of changes to improve that. So excited to try it out with mine. I still am on the fence if I'm going to buy the official one. It's priced, reasonably for sure. I'm leaning towards it, but hopefully this is not a limited availability thing. So I kind of maybe I'll wait to see because I feel like you're going to jump all over this.
I think it said you can order it until February 24th, something like that. So they did have an end time.
Okay, but it's a ways out.
I don't know what that means.
That's interesting. Maybe that'll be when the next revision comes out or something.
Not sure. Anyway, you do have until, February 24th, I believe was the date on what you sent me. So there is some time to get this. And if you can get it in 1 to 2 weeks, this isn't a pre-order situation. This is not like the Steam Deck.
This is an order,
This is a ready-to-ship, basically, item. But
anything from the spec sheet jump out at you? I pulled it up here a little bit as a screenshot, but...
Yeah. Aside from the specs, one thing I wanted to say, though, Tyler, is... This I'm very excited to get, but it's funny to think how I've enjoyed the Steam Deck handheld so much. I almost don't feel like as soon as you sent it to me, I had to drop the buy.
I wasn't sure if it was an immediate for you or not.
For me, it's a very shortly hereafter.
Yeah,
basically is what I'm saying. I mean, I'm definitely going to be getting this, but the performance handheld and everything almost makes you feel not so rushed to get it.
Absolutely,
especially because. With gaming and pickups, I've been playing some things that are handheld friendly.
Absolutely.
At the same time, I'll definitely be getting it. As far as the specs, though, man, everything checks out here,
I know they updated this a fefew months ago. They kind of added a little bit more info and stuff like that, I guess, as they came out with a redesign for the actual production cycle. But
three USB ports is definitely
that's what you
reasonable.
Want. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
Built-in Ethernet, obviously clutch.
It had to be there.
That's probably the biggest reason to get a dock is just to be able to hardwire in if you're going to be doing something like.
If you couldn't hardwire this, I wouldn't get it.
Yeah, if you're going to be doing something like CS:GO, right? You're not going to play this on Wi-Fi. There's no way.
Yeah, but actually, we could probably use our adapter, I bet, too.
Probably so, but not everyone is going to have that from Switch ownership. Just
and
hanging
it also
out.
takes up one of your 3 USBs and turns it into a 2 USB.
Absolutely. But yeah, everything else here checks out, like you said. Excited to see that the power adapter is the exact same as for the Steam Deck itself. So the two should be interchangeable. It's almost like you're getting an extra free charger with this, which is nice.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. I mean, at some point, your charger's going to shit out. The cables shit out. That's just how things go,
Yep.
So an extra charger, very handy, because when it shits out, you can just go grab another one. It happened to me.
Yep.
I had a charger shit out, and they had a crazy sale one time on chargers. I think I got one for like $20 brand new, and it was just sitting, on the shelf, and I grabbed it and was like, charger ready.
Nice.
No issue.
Awesome.
But yeah, man.
Excited for the Steam Deck dock. Excited to hear your review of it, because I imagine you'll be getting one probably before I do. I'll check out the before and after of my hub and see if it's a big difference, and we can kind of report back on both of those things.
I'll be getting this in the coming month or two, guaranteed. So we could definitely talk about it whenever I get it. And that actually might be an interesting segment to kind of compare whatever dock you have with the official. And just kind of give the people a comparison, firsthand.
I expect that, the official one is going to perform a lot better. I mean, that's a given. But I want to see, before what I had, I wouldn't even consider it necessarily something that I would want to go on and play Rocket League with, right? Which that's one of my things that I'm most likely to want to play docked. It didn't seem great. I tried to run Skyrim, wouldn't really pick up my inputs correctly. So I'm going to run it back now. Try a couple of those things. Yeah, try a couple of those things out and see.
Yeah, I'm skeptical of that. Makes me more skeptical of the third-party dock thing. That's why I held off. I knew they were going to have this available eventually, and I figured I could rock it handheld till then.
And I feel like because they didn't have an official dock yet, they didn't fully put in the support, but I feel like that's kind of what this firmware update might address. So I'll give a report back on the before and after there.